All right, everybody. Back with another workout. Had some difficulties with the camera this day. Had it on the other side of the gym, but the light from the windows was so bright it was like overexposing the video. So I moved it over and then blocked out that window. As you can see, I got squats today. So all you missed was I did a set with 135. Then I moved to 185. I'm just warming up, moving through. I'll tell you, this was a very difficult workout. Everything felt very heavy. I was sore from deadlifts, and my entire back. So the bar hurt because my upper back was sore. And the entire workout, all I could really feel was my lower back from doing deadlifts. I didn't even feel my legs. But I will tell you, it has been 3 days and my legs are still super sore. As you can tell, I kind of got that good morning style squat. I do a low bar squat. Um, but especially when I get down low, I gotta bend over to get my butt to go down to the bottom. Um, I think I would struggle pretty bad in a powerlifting meet to get my hip crease below my knee. Well, I don't know what that is. It's just long femurs or inflexible ankles, both. Something else that's weird. But I'm not planning on competing in anything, so I'm not really worried about it. I feel like I get deep enough to get some strength and growth in my legs. But moved on to 365 here, and now I'll jump up to my working weight, which was 395. Throw on a belt, get my mouthpiece. Do a little stomp. One of my buddies I worked out with years ago, he's the guy that kind of got me into powerlifting style workouts. And he would always do that. He'd get under the bar and stomp. It's kind of nice. It just kind of wakes your legs up. A lot of times when I'm doing squat workouts, I get in there and I feel like, I don't know, like my body's falling asleep, like I'm falling asleep. I see why people sniff those smelling salts. I don't know what it is about squats. I think it's just my brain is screaming at me that I do not want to do this workout. It's like, just do something else. Squats are the hardest exercise to me. I'm sure they are for most of you. But I'm just doing sets of 3. Doesn't look too bad. It's a little high. But man, to get lower than that, I have to bend over so much and tuck my butt up underneath me. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm just a average guy after all. I ain't trying to set no records. I'm just trying to get strong and have some fun. Hey, the hardest thing warming up, getting my shoulders up under there. My hands want to go all the way out to the plates. Not too bad. Not great. I was happy with it. You can see from this angle my whiteboard up there. I always write down my reps as I go because I will get to the third or fourth set and can't remember if I'm on the third or fourth set. So I gotta write it down to keep track, especially on squat day. Squat day, by the third set, I feel like an idiot. Now, I will say something about squats, which is very strange to me. I've never understood it. Everything else, bench press, deadlift, you start working. It's a little harder, a little harder, a little harder. Squats, it's a little easier every single set. I guess it's just my nervous system getting comfortable with the motion I'm doing. But every time, third set is the easiest set, and then the fourth and fifth are fine. I usually start to go a little deeper by the fourth and fifth set just because I feel more comfortable. I'm not positive what that is. I assume it's something in my brain, but that's not too bad. It's parallel. We used to wear a beeper in high school when we do squats. It was this beeper you would strap to your leg, and when it hit 90 degrees, when it got to parallel, it would beep and let you know you'd gone deep enough. I don't know if it'd beep on all those reps, but I think I'm getting close. That was it for squats. Now moving on to calf raises. I was trying this. I've been doing calf raises on the stairs, just body weight, single leg. And then I kind of started holding a weight in one hand, doing single leg calf raises on the stairs where I could get a full stretch down. I thought I'd try these out, where I could load the bar up heavier. And even though I can't get full range of motion, I can only get the top part. Thought I'd try it out. Man, I was sore. Deadlift gets my upper back. It's just holding that bar, that isometric hold. I did not get super sore from these. I don't know if I should have been staying at the top and really squeezing harder. Maybe I could get a little more sore from that. I feel like I was using enough weight, but maybe you just need that stretch. I don't know. Trying to find a way. I've tried doing this like on a board, but it's so hard to balance. Without like a Smith machine or standing calf raise machine, it's hard to balance and then do a calf raise up on a board, just balancing a bar on your back. But I don't know. I may try them one more time and then go back to the stairs if it didn't work. Now during the exercise, my calves, you know, they got a big pump. They swelled up and were hurting pretty good, but I just didn't get sore afterwards. Not that that means there wasn't any growth, but I don't know. I'll try them again. Maybe I'll try to do a higher squeeze if that helps. I mean, by the end of these, I did 5 sets of 20. I can't remember what I wrote down. It was 20 or 25. I did 5 sets, and by the end, I was getting a failure. I was like having to use momentum to get all the way up to the top and cheat. So, I mean, I took my calves to failure for sure. Calves are weird. They're very weird. Kind of a hard thing to train at home gym. I made a thing. Maybe I'll show it on a video. Well, I didn't really make a thing. I cut a board, and what I used to do was I would do a seated calf raise. I'd sit down on the bench. I'd put a board on the ground to do calf raises on, and then I had another board I'd put on top of my knees, and I'd pile weights up on the board, and I'd do seated calf raises. And that worked pretty good, but it's so awkward. It wants to fall over the whole time. So I kind of abandoned it, but I'll find a good way to work the calves. Mine are skinny. They always have been. They're not too bad these days, but they're not huge by any means. I've always had thin legs. Now, my legs up at the top are big. Like my hamstrings and my quads up high are big. But like from the knee down, I've always been skinny. I don't know if, you know, seemed to be a good thing when it came to like basketball. I could jump high and run pretty fast. I always assumed that was because I was like had a lot of tendons. I was like mostly tendon, not a lot of muscle. You can see on my calves, my tendons like 10 inches long. But anyways, that was my workout. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll try to get you another one this weekend. Bye.